So Dom, we've seen the lads training, they're all looking in great shape, but how do you keep on top of so many fighters when they're all fighting on the same night?
Well, it's all the training scheduled, you know, they've all got the slot, they've all got the sparring slot, the pad session, the running session, so you know, it's just like juggling, you keep them all up in the air at the same time, or one up in the air at the same time, or whichever way you want to do it, but it all works out, you know, they all help each other out, and you know, it works out quite well.
When one of them's the top of the bill, a world champion, do you find it difficult sometimes to give the right amount of attention, or is it something that you do with experience?
No, there's a definite pecking order in the gym. I mean, obviously Kel's is the world champion, is a world champion for a reason. And you know, when he was coming through, we had Johnny Nelson, Junior Witter, and you know, Kel was well down that pecking order. But they still get the right amount of training. It's just that he takes the preference. He maybe has the the better times to train, and everybody has to work around him. But you know, they all still get one-on-one training.
Some fighters say that when they win a world title, it's like they're at the peak and they don't know what to do. Others say that they improve. What sort of reaction have you had from Kel?
Just have to make sure he doesn't slide down the other side of the peak, and you know, that's what we're doing. He's up there. He's waiting to go up to another level. He's waiting for that big fight. Hopefully, we're going to get that in the summer, and that's what keeps him motivated.
I know a lot of people talk a lot about Kel's opponents. Obviously, Korn's gone off after Alvarez, but what can we expect to see from Kel in this fight?
He's got to get rid of this kid, you know, in good time. He beat Jojo Dan in, I think it was 6 rounds or so, and he's got to do, you know, a similar kind of job on this guy. He can't, you know, he's been beat by Jojo Dan, but he's a different type of fighter. You've got to be on your toes with Kevin Beasley. He can punch, and he's usually there for 12 rounds. So you know, he had Jojo Dan on the floor, but couldn't finish him off. So he can definitely dig, you know, and that might be an advantage for Kel when he starts slinging shots in. That, you know, he'll be a bit open and Kel will catch him a bit easier.
This week Kevin's come out and said that he wants to fight on the inside, and that's what he's been working on with Kel. Is that something you're aware of, or are you just focusing on Kel's game plan?
I think that was Sean Porter's game plan, to fight on the inside, and you know, look where that got him. You know, Kel can fight very well on the outside. He doesn't generally get tangled up on the inside. I think on the one occasion when he did with Carson Jones, but those issues have been addressed, and ever since, you know, Kel's kept it at range, and that's what the plan's going to be on Saturday night.
Looking at the other lads then, Adam, Lee, Jordan, how have they been looking in their training? Yeah,
the Mitchell has come leaps and bounds. He's back in camp with us, you know, his first fight, official fight back with us. He's been on some training camps, we've had a good laugh. You know what I mean? He's settled down into the training, he's paid attention to what he's been told, and hopefully there's going to be a new and improved fighter with Adam Mitchell when he steps in that ring on the 26th.
We saw him focusing a bit more on defence with you over the last few weeks. Is that something that you're looking for him to really develop?
Yeah, I mean, we don't work on his strength. His strength's all he can punch, he can have a fight, you know, he can do that all day long, but sometimes, you know, you've got to learn the defensive bit, which is where it went wrong in his last fight. You know, he did say to me his game plan was, you know, to be able to take the other guy's shots and bang him back harder. And you know, that's in my eyes, that's never a good game plan. You know, taking a shot to give a shot. And now, you know, he's teaching himself. He's learning how to be a bit more defensive when the shots are raining in, and then come back composed and picking his own shots. And he's doing that quite nicely.
You've seen a lot of improvement in him.
Yeah, a lot of improvement. He's enjoying his training. He's in a camp. He's in a team. He's got a lot of. He's getting a lot of laughs out of the guys. You know, Kid Galahad, Kel. You know, he's got some good banter going on with them, so it's a good laugh, and he's enjoying it.
With them all fighting at the same time, Barry's obviously coming back, Atif's back in the gym. Is it just a general good atmosphere to be training in?
Yeah, it's great. They all have a laugh, they all wind each other up, and they're all trying to outdo each other. So let's see what happens on Saturday night and who comes out top and has the best performance. And
looking at Lee and Jordan, them two can be quite competitive with each other, bring each other on as well. How have they been looking? I know Jordan's been doing a lot of strength and conditioning.
Yeah, he's done a lot of S&C at Sheffield Hallam University with Danny Wilson, and you know, he's got his dietitian Dave Stash. He's done a bit of sparring down London with Ryan Burnett under Adam Booth, and that's been going well. So he's back up here now, putting the finishing touches on his training prep, and he's looking sharp, he's looking good. And you know, hopefully 2016 is going to be the year when he starts picking up a few titles. And same for Lee Wood, you know, they live together, they train together, and they're doing well. So it's just a case now, the competition between them, who gets to the title first.
They're both hungry for it. They were both looking for it last year. Is this the year that you'll see even more from them?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, you know, they bring each other on. There's a lot of competition with them two guys, and you know, they've had some good wins this year, and they're moving towards the goal of hopefully, you know, picking up a belt. And you know, they've got the bit between the teeth, and hopefully that's what they're going to do.
You're the one that's in the corner, you're the one that's been overlooking the training. What can we expect Saturday?
Just sharp, stylish performances. Hopefully Kel's going to stop Beezy in under 8 rounds. Adam Etches is going to look good in his comeback fight. We'll see a few new moves from him, and Jordan and Lee looking slick as usual and picking up points or stoppage wins.
A satisfactory night for you then?
Hopefully, if it all goes to plan.